So, seems I forgot to press record, so I'll just quickly go through the match. So this is definitely a reasonable hand. Just gonna sort of fast forward it. Oh, here we might as well press play and watch it more leisurely. So, leaving mana leak up. He plays a wolf. I decided not to mana leak it because I have the giant spider. But yeah, I opted not to play the giant spider and just mana leak. I think this might have been a mistake, but just leave mana leak up. But beyond this, I'm sort of, because I do want to survive to the 6 and 7 drops. And beyond this, I'm going to be using my mana every turn. So just sort of try to mana leak the biggest thing possible. So as scary as that is, it makes my Triskelion a lot better, which was coming out this turn anyway. At this point, just sort of setting up for revenge next turn and possibly follow up with clone. So the crystal ball does not look very good here, seeing as it doesn't affect the board. And he needs something very impressive very quickly. No reason not to swing with the spider there. I'm at a comfortable life total. Don't want to trade the Triskelion because it could possibly trade. He does have the Manic Vandal, but it at least trades for it, and he has no blockers. And he concedes. I was about to clone the revenge, so I don't think he had too many outs for that. As far as a little bit of a spoiler here, I guess, but the second game was a little bit more interesting, at least. It was a reasonable keeper. I should have shown the Preordain a little bit closer. I actually opted to put Llanowar Elves on top, and I put Aether Adept on the bottom. Just even though it's useful, it's going to be useful against them. I don't want to get stuck with a clunky hand here with nothing else to do. The elves are good for accelerating into my bigger drops, but I don't. If I draw another double blue spell, then it gets a little awkward. Even though the Aether Adept is good against him, probably playing some green fatties. I saw the forest, the guy that makes forest creature in Aether Adept's a good answer to that, but it's not worth the risk. I think I just prefer to draw into things I know I can play. So I'll continue the game from there. See, he's got an elf of his own. And so the Stone Golem was definitely a good draw. So he's dropping Strongbacks, which is good news for me because I sort of don't want to have to deal with any early pressure, and just sort of reach the high end of my curve where I have a lot of useful guys. So again, clone with the option on Triskelion or Gaea's Revenge. If it gets to that point, my Overwhelming Stampede looks like it's probably going to be good enough. Here he shows a bomb that he has, the Primeval Titan, which is an even better clone target, I think. So I don't mind too much. Pass the turn, but like depending on what he plays, I have a pretty good Overwhelming Stampede the next turn. He wins his flip, and basically he's going to tap out except for the elves, meaning I lose to Fog, and I think it's a pretty safe bet he's not running Fog. Willing to risk it, especially because I'm not dead. If I'm wrong, I still have another turn and a clogged board, and so that was game 2. Went pretty well for me. Drew pretty well. He noticed my nice rares, and I can't deny that they are pretty good. So I'll see you next round when I'll be recording live. Alright, so here we are live this